Namaste. I'm Ezechiade. This is the Golden Circle Movement channel. Today I'd like to discuss judgment. In the Christian Bible it says we should judge not, lest we be judged. But as we see in our everyday life, it is not so easy to discern what is good and what is bad. These things are relative to the case of each individual and each situation. So before we can say, well, that is incorrect, that is the wrong way, we also have to consider our own actions. We have to consider our own intentions before we can say, that is the right way or that is the wrong way. Judgment is a sign of intelligence, to be able to measure the differences between one thing or another, big or small. Is this full or is it empty? We have to use our discernment, our senses, to arrive at those conclusions. But when it is time to look at the heart of the situation, the heart of an individual, it is not so easy to say, well, that is right or that is wrong. So, when we are looking at the situation, we have to look at it from the God or spiritual point of view. When we look at things, we have to look at things from the whole perspective and not just our own emotional needs, wants, desires, our desire for the truth. Our desire for justice sometimes overwhelms the actual state of the case. So it is necessary to look deeply within the situation, look within our own hearts. And from there, we can allow the situation to manifest as it will. And the final analysis is what will give us the correct judgment. So, when we are thinking about, what is the correct thing to do? When should we do it? When should we stop? We have to look at the entire situation. We have to look at not only the physical and the mental aspects, but we also need to look at the spiritual aspect. Why is this happening? Why does this need to happen? How do we stop it if that is the case? In any case, it is always best to reserve judgment until the final outcome so that we can be sure that we are placing our own priorities in the proper perspective within the situation. So, in your own life, are you guilty of judging others, of putting others up to your own standards? Or are you a person who can listen and figure out what is the truth of the matter by the final outcome? Tell me in the comments, what is your judgment? What do you feel maybe you judge too harshly, or maybe not enough? I'd like to hear from you. Thank you for your participation in this Divine Light program. Thank you for helping to create paradise on earth. I'm Ezechiade. This is the Golden Circle Movement channel. Namaste.